Hi guys, so we just finished our unit on transformations and our next unit is on angles and different type of angles and their angle relationships. So you might remember some of this from 7th grade, but we're going to go over some of it together. So complementary angles is when the sum of the two angles measures is equal to 90 degrees. So that means if, like here, this little square here tells you that this is a right angle, which means that the whole angle together is 90 degrees. So because it's 40 plus 50 is 90, this is an example of a complementary angle. If I wanted you to find the complement of the given angles, you are going to take 90 degrees. If it says complement, you are going to take 90 degrees and you are going to subtract the number from 90 to get the complement. So you would do 90 minus 30, which is 60. So the complement of this number would be 60. And you can put a little degree sign if you want. Oop. Okay, so then you'd have to figure out what's the complement of an angle that's 45. So 45, you would take 90 minus 45, and that would give you 45. So the complement of that, which just means if one's this, like if this one said 30, this one would be 60. And if this one says 45, this one's 45, because they have to add up to 90 if it's a complementary angle. And then if we have an angle that's 25 degrees, we would do 90 minus 25, which gives us 65 degrees. So that's how you find the complement of angles. Now this one's saying supplementary angles. So, well, let me go back, sorry. So complementary angles, if you want to try to remember, complementary is 90. If you draw a little line after that C, it would be a 9, right? So 90. That's a way to remember. And then down here, supplementary, you can put a little slash, close it, and put a 1, and it equals 180. So 180 degrees. When it's a straight lines equal 180 degrees, okay? So these two angles added together equal 180 degrees. So supplementary angles are the sum of two angles measures is equal to 180 degrees. 120 plus 60 is 180. So now if we wanted to find the supplement of the given angles, we have to do 180 degrees minus the given angle. So 180 minus 90 is 90. I'm going to copy this little. So the supplement is 90 degrees. The supplement of 35, you would take 180 minus 35, and that would give you 145. Okay? And number 3, 55 degrees. The supplement would be what? What do you guys think? You would take 180 minus 55, and you would get 125 degrees. Oops, let's erase some of those. Okay, so that's how you find those. So complementary angles are when they equal up to 90 degrees. So they have this little, they could have that, or they just add up to 90. And supplementary angles are when they add up to 180 degrees. The other types of angles I want to talk about are on the next slide. So adjacent angles. Adjacent just means next to. So they share a common vertex, which is like the point that they meet, and they share a common side. So they share this. So angles A and B are adjacent because they both share this point and they share this side. They're right next to each other. Angles B and C, oh, I meant B and A. Whoops. Sorry about that. So angles A and B are not adjacent because look at, they do not share a common side. There's a space in the middle. So these are not adjacent or next to. Okay? Congruent. That word just means having equal measures. So it means that they are the same degree. They are the same measurement. Okay. Vertical angles are angles that are opposite each other across a common vertex and are congruent. So again, those are a lot of words. Vertical, if you look, you can make a little bow tie with them because they're right across. If you colored it in, it would look like a little bow tie. But they're right across from each other. They share this point, and they measure the same. So if there's like any type of x, the angle across from it is going to equal the same thing. So let's go down here for vertical. These are all vertical angles, okay? So if I told you that the vertical angles have the same measurement, all this is telling us is we have to go, if this is 127 and this is right across from it, this is also 127 degrees. I'll make that a little bit smaller. And we'll make it black. Okay. Now here, if this one's 92, this one's going to be 92. If this one's 50, this one's going to be 50. The other part of this, though, it gets a little more tricky, but I'm just going to tell you anyways. If we know that this is 50, every single line, so this half would have to equal 180. So if we wanted to find this angle, we would do 180 minus 50, and we would get the angle there. Okay, so I'm going to be posting a few practice things that you can try and then submit your grade to me, what you get. And that's how we will do that. But they're just practice problems for you to learn the angles and practice solving for them, but use these notes to help you, okay?